Hey everybody, it's me, Angela Walters. Welcome to a special edition of my live chat. If you've watched any of my live chats here on YouTube, you know I usually go live on Thursday, but here in the US it is Thanksgiving, or yesterday was Thanksgiving, and so I decided let's move it to Friday and just do something a little chill, nothing too crazy. I thought it'd be fun to talk over the Black Friday sales we're having and just see if there's any questions about the upcoming challenge. Now, fun fact, it's quiet here at the building. Everybody is gone, so it's just me. My partner in crime, Jessica, is not here to monitor the questions, so I kind of had the chat pulled up. I'll try to keep an eye on that, but if I miss your question, no worries. You can put it in the comments, and I'll try to get to that later. Okay, before we get to the deals and the giveaways and the suggestions, I want to tell everybody that has ordered a panel for the upcoming Free Motion Challenge Quilting Along, the Mandala Challenge video series we're going to be doing. It has shipped if you ordered it prior to like yesterday. So check your email, get that tracking information. We're super excited. And I had done a thing where I made some pins just for the challenge. And I said anybody that bought a panel while I had pins left would get a pin, and we still have a few left. So if you've been on the fence, if you buy a panel, if we still have pins, I'll throw one of those in there for free. Kind of fun. If you're not sure what I'm talking about, you're like, what is the Free Motion Challenge Quilting Along? It's a video series where we quilt together. It's completely free. It's basically like a class with me in 6-part video series. So you can check out my YouTube channel for more information about that. It's starting very, very soon, like in just a couple weeks. So I'm super excited about that. I hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving yesterday. I hope everybody got full and ate enough. I know I did. Ate way too much, and it was just real nice. But I'm excited to look forward to the beginning of December when we get to start the video series and just have a good time with it. So I don't know if any of you all out there are big Black Friday shoppers. I know I am online, but I'm not one for going and waiting in line in person. But I thought it would be fun to do a Black Friday edition of the live chat, kind of show you some deals that we have and just kind of go over all the goodies that you could take advantage of. Now, there is a link in the description box below. If you can't find it, there's usually a little arrow that you can click on that says like more information. And that has a link to the website that has all these things I'm going to show you. But I'm also doing giveaways. So I'm going to give away several things. After I'm done going live, leave a comment on the video and I'll pick a lucky winner next week. So it's going to be fun. I'll tell you a little bit more about that here in a second. But first, let's talk about the goodies. We're a small business, so it's kind of fun. We all get to dabble in a little bit of everything. So we're like, oh, what should we do for the Black Friday? And I really, really wanted to do something with a challenge panel. We don't normally have sales on the panels for the video series. We don't normally, do that kind of thing. But I thought the last challenge we partook in, the last one we did, was the Fillers Free Motion Challenge. What if we did a special sale just on that panel? So it's over half price for the full kit. So if you have thought about doing that video series or quilting along with me on that, or if you want to do it again, or if you just want a panel for a quick gift, this is going to be the deal. So the panel the kit comes with everything you need. It comes with the backing, the binding, the fabric, the panel for the front, the border panel, and the thread kit. So it's $49.95. Normally, if you bought all that separate, it's like $120. So over half price, over half off. It's, I think, a pretty good deal. I'm excited to see if anybody's excited to take advantage of that. You can see here, this is the example of the designs that we learned through that challenge. And just like all my previous, all my Free Motion Challenge Quilting Alongs, they're always on my YouTube channel. So even if you can't take advantage of it right now, you can always come back later and work through those and take advantage of them. So even though this challenge has wrapped up, you can definitely still go watch the videos and quilt along if you'd like. So that kind of shows you all the fun stuff you're getting in that kit. So super excited to pass a little bit on. I always do the videos for free. So the challenges, the video series, there's never a charge for them. And so this is a good option if you haven't been able to afford the panel that goes along with it. This is going to be the cheapest it will ever be. So another option is we have the Westerly kit. So I thought, when I was thinking about the challenge and things that people ask and the comments that I get, I know that usually the panel, like that previous one, is about 42 by 52. It's a great size for practicing free motion quilting because it's not so big that it's unwieldy, but you still get some bulk that you have to smush and push and deal with. However, I know some of us don't mind bigger quilts, some of us want bigger quilts, and some of us are quilting on a long arm, so they don't really mind. And so I thought, wouldn't it be fun to make a little a bigger quilt out of those 4 panels. And so I do have the Westerly kit on sale, $69.95, normally $120 also. But it comes with 4 panels, the fabric for the binding, and a little bit of accent fabric. So doesn't come with thread or anything like that, but it does come with everything you need to make that nice big kit. And it's funny because this quilt is kind of what got me thinking about, is it possible to do a bigger panel? Can we offer a bigger option in upcoming challenges? And in the Mandala Challenge, which is starting pretty soon, we do have a bigger option for that. So this was kind of the precursor, but you can get this really cheap for now, till Monday. So that's the Westerly kit, kind of fun. I do have another kit on there. It's not related to the challenge. It's the Wide Hedges kit. This was from the Midnight Quilter, and one thing I love is efficient quilting. I don't want to like rush through stuff. I'm not trying to, get everything done real fast, but if I can be efficient about it, it makes me feel a little bit better about the quilting. And so this one actually uses extra wide fabric. And normally extra wide fabric kind of has, it's for backing, quilt backings, but you can use it on the front too. And in this kit, I have half price. I wrote it down because I do not want to give the wrong price. It's $44.95, normally $99.95, but it is a big quilt, but it goes together pretty fast. Lots of strip piecing, lots of mindless piecing, and then you have that big, beautiful quilt. So if you do need a big quilt for a last, holiday gift, this is going to be nice and fast to make. Not so fast to quilt, but, we can't have it 100% all the time. So I have a few more of those. We don't have a whole bunch of those left, but you can check the link if you want to get one of those. All right, another thing I thought, okay, panels, and then I thought thread. So you might not know this, but we carry every color of glide thread because I love it. And so I pulled together just a couple little sets to do little like stash enhancers or do like little, just add it to your thread collection. You can never have too many threads. So we put together 2 cute little thread collections, and they're $4.49 for 2. So it's basically like that little thing right there. It's like basically like getting one free, buy one, get one free. But I also have the blue and the cream. So you can check that out if you need a little bit of extra pretty thread in your collection. I know that, you can never really have too much thread. So those are like the challenges and the kits. Super excited about those. But I also have some fabric panels on sale as well. So one really cool thing about designing fabric, which I think is crazy that I still think it's crazy that I do that, and then also producing our own fabric, is I get to come up with different offerings, kind of. So this particular panel is on sale. All my fabric panels are $12.95, but they're a bunch of fabrics or a bunch of different prints on one panel. Now, what's fun about this is this was actually for our Build-A-Quilt block of the month, but I thought, it's so great if you need a last-minute baby gift. I mean, you could just quilt that up, put some binding on it, maybe put some, customize with the name, and have a cute little last-minute gift for that. I think it's really fun, too, that you can use it to cut out, like if you need to fussy cut. So this panel is what I've been using for my English paper piecing, because I don't need a ton of the blue or a ton of the script. I can just have a little bit of each. So if you need a little bit of fabric without purchasing all of them, you can check out the panels. And at $12.95, I mean, that's like the price of a regular yard of fabric, so it's a very, very good deal. And we have a few of these left too. So this is, of course, while supplies last, so don't delay, hurry now. I'm probably not going to become a Home Shopping Network host, but it's kind of fun to play with the fabric and talk through it. I have a couple other fabric options. I have the Flag Day version, patriotic. Now I know for those of us that are like heading into winter, it's kind of crazy to think about summer or 4th of July. But if you need want to start working on your festive things, you can get that panel. And then I also have it in Stay Wild. So this is like a floral kind of creamy, kind of pretty mint green, a little taupe. So you can turn it the right way. So it's about 42 by 49, so it's over a yard. And these strips are about 4.5 inches. So not charm pack size, but just a little bit smaller. So great amount of fabric if you want to make that as a last minute gift or what have you. I have some other panels, but I changed up the size this time. I thought, instead of doing strips, I'm going to do squares, because sometimes we need a little bit of wider fabric. And so this one is the luxe version. So really soft, pretty pinks, a little bit of grays and taupes. I'm kind of trying to hold it and look and make sure I can show it. This one's about a yard, so it's about it's about 42 by 42. And here's what I think would be great. as far as like last minute gifts go or practicing your machine quilting, it can be daunting to do it over a whole quilt. So grabbing a panel, quilting it up, and then you can make it into pot holders, zipper bags, a lot of really cute stuff. And so those little gifts that are really meaningful but not difficult to make, I think are going to be a fun option. And I think pot holders are one of those things that I always need. So I also have a Christmas version. So I know we're heading quickly into December. Not much time left to make a bunch of stuff, but again, if you want something pretty and festive, you can get that panel there. Again, $12.95, and it has 9 different prints, and these ones are, it's 14 inches square, but I say 13.5 on the listing, just in case you have to square it up or anything like that. So again, great for last minute gifts. I think this would be pretty fun to quilt and use as a tree skirt, because then you can quilt it, cut it, bind it, and then put it around the bottom of your tree if you need a tree skirt. For those of you that are, setting up your trees, it's like, when do you do it? I'm getting ready to do ours here pretty soon, so excited about that. So again, those fabric panels are $12.95. Nothing, there's a few of each, and then there's one more I don't have with me. It's called the Stroll. It's a little bit more gold and navy, so a little bit more muted or darker kind of saturated colors. So there's that option as well. Again, you can click the link in the description box to find it. I'm almost done. I'm going to land this plane pretty quick and see if there's any questions. There's a couple of patterns that we put on there. So like if you're into bag making, I tried to have a range of things, like a different selection. It was kind of fun, kind of curating and pulling out those different stuff. But this is the Vivian bag by Swoon Sewing Studios. So we have some of those for $4.95. So very, very cheap, really cute bag. I'm not much of a bag maker. I mean, I want to be, but man, I have a hard time making 3D stuff, but this looks pretty easy. So if you're into making bags, or I don't know, you want to combine that with some pretty festive fabric, you can definitely do that. There's a couple other things on the link that I didn't bring to show you. So I have a blanket and some needle nannies and some other things, so you can check that out. Again, this is going to end on Monday or while supplies last, and some of them are pretty limited. So be sure you check that out. And lastly, those of you that might not know, we're Handy Quilter dealers. So we sell Handy Quilter machines, long arm machines. And if you have interested in a Pro Stitcher Lite, they're $500 off for Black Friday. And we also have some deals on the Little Buddy and the secret drawers that go in those. So you can check the link for all that stuff. But pretty fun to peruse. So if you're thinking you need a last minute gift, you need some goodies, then you can definitely check that out. And then one other thing we added, which I didn't have a chance to grab, we have a mystery fabric box. Now, here's what I don't understand about myself. I am a sucker for a mystery box or anything that's like a surprise. And so in the mystery box, there's 10 yards of fabric, different widths, of course, but total of over 10 yards, and it's $59.95. So pretty fun to curate those. I love putting those together. So anyway, those are the deals that we have coming up. If you, Judy says she can't see the link for being able to order. I think it's in the description box, but I will double check and make sure I did it. One thing you should know about me is there's very often I make mistakes, so I'll have to make sure that I have that correct. So you can, I'll make sure that's on there. Dee asks, is the mandala symbolic of anything? No, it's not. I wanted something rainbowy. I wanted to do something round. And then I just thought, well, it kind of looks like a mandala. So no, it's not symbolic of anything. It just had the perfect areas for showing how to quilt. So let me back up. So for the upcoming challenge or any of my free motion challenges, I design a panel exclusively for it. So like this one for the fillers, I thought I want to do a video series on a bunch of different fillers. I need an area for each of the different designs, and then I design the panel so I can teach off of it. So with the mandala, I knew I wanted to talk about how designs look interesting when they're combined with each other or when they're quilted, in the round, I guess I could say, for lack of better things. So then I designed the panel off of that. So that's the symbolic of it. It's symbolic of our time together. So it's very fun. You're welcome. Again, I'm kind of trying to monitor the questions, but normally I will have somebody here to write them. Jessica's here to write them down for me. But thank you, Debbie. She says the link is there. Good. I am a 80% kind of person. If I can get something to 80%, I feel pretty good, but that means a lot of mistakes happen sometimes. So I'm glad to know that the link is there. Very, very good. All right, so again, this was a relaxed kind of just showing you the deals, letting you take advantage of those if you want. But I do want to do a giveaway. So I'm going to give away one of each of the fabric panels that I have. So that is 6 of them. And all you have to do is when I'm done when the live portion is over, you can just leave a comment just saying what last minute gift you're going to do for Christmas, or just say, hey, enter me in there on the video, and then I'll pick a winner before the live chat next week. And next week's live chat will kind of lead us into the challenge, so I'll kind of last minute anything you need to know before we talk about the series, answer your questions, and then we'll jump right into it, the next one. Oh, Victoria says, my granddaughter is watching. Can I say hi to Evelyn? Hello, Evelyn. Happy quilting. Very, very fun. Yes. And Judy said, don't forget to like the video. If you like the live chats or any of the free content I put out there, if you give the video a thumbs up, that lets YouTube know that you like it and lets other quilters know about it too. So I do appreciate that. All right. Amy says, new here. Hi, Angela. Hey, Amy, I'm so glad you're here. We are a fun group, very encouraging. So you are in a safe place. Super excited. All right, everybody. I hope you have a great weekend. Again, I know this is a little bit of a short live chat, but next week we'll get back into the groove, back to the, learning stuff, teachable moments. Until then, everybody stay safe, have a happy weekend, and I'll see you very, very soon. Happy quilting.